Alright everybody, One Wisdom here, back part 67 of our Skylanders Giants blind playthrough. We're here in the Oracle, kind of an interesting chapter. Basically we take on Octavius, Clavius, whatever his name was, challenges. We're probably getting close to the end. I think this is one you may have to play twice to get everything, just based on the rooms or the paths or something. Hopefully it's just the rooms and you don't have to like figure out some elaborate path, like left right or something to unlock the legendary, and then the opposite for the last hat or something. But here with Hothead, just because Hot Dog getting out, and I kind of want to focus on getting the first ones I want fully upgraded are the Giants and the new Skylanders. So
wonderful, wonderful. Keep it up. You're doing great. Next, we have the trial of knowledge. Tell me, are you a lock master? Or light beam perfectionist?
okay, so this isn't my dream scenario for 3 a.m. I forgot to mention, but I was out of town. I think I did mention I was out of town, but I actually had, I wasn't around a lot of smoke, but it was a deal. I was just kind of out in public and people were smoking. I can't stand that. Absolutely, I mean, I can't breathe. My eyes turn red. So that's kind of why I was actually before I started this one, I had to just down a ton of water. I was, starting to lose my voice. But this one's called the Trial of Knowledge Reflection. Obviously, that applies to the light beams. Like I said, neither one of these things are what I would desire to do at 3 a.m. But since, like I said, we are taking the left path, this first time through, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll probably switch away from Hothead when we see what element this is, and it's Earth. That's what I was hoping.
Earth element are strong.
We'll pull him again. I'd like to use Prism Break here, but I am trying to get the new Skylanders leveled up first, so we'll go with Flash Wing. That dropped a ton of frames right there. I'm gonna kind of not do anything for a little while in hopes I can edit that out or something. But Crusher would be an option here too. It actually looks like that might be a little hidden area down there. But Flash Wing's just gonna be a lot quicker.
Feeling puzzled? Well, don't worry, Skylander. All you need to do is solve a puzzle to complete this test.
Okay, so probably we just have to get the light beams to the teleporter. I guess that one right there, so we can get to the teleporter. What I want to do though is actually kind of explore. Not quite sure why we couldn't shoot that thing. Want to make sure there's nothing out in the open or something we can't just pick up immediately. Like that.
Mesmerizing, like me.
And ideally, if this is like the last area or something, then we'll come in and we'll kind of focus on getting the rest of everything. So, again, I guess I should find the, main one, but I'm not quite sure why she can't. Well, I guess that's why. Anyway. Push this one. I don't know, I guess like I said we should get to the beams first, so let's figure out where a point is that we can actually move things. Okay, well I guess that one moves obviously. Not that I wanted it to, but I guess we'll just start messing around and see what happens. So we are currently, I guess, hitting off now. Okay, that might be problematic if I can't move it. Anyway, I guess this is the start point right there. That's number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I don't know if I can move that, sadly, which is a bit of a problem. actually, if this crystal points that direction, okay, it does. So I'm thinking you just shove this off and you're golden. Otherwise, there's no way to exit this area, and that's kind of problematic when you can't move that crystal out of that spot. So I think this will actually do it. Not much to that one. There may be more. I don't really know. I'm gonna. Okay, I guess we did get that. So I guess we got everything here. I don't see anywhere we can drop off or anything. I feel like I've walked along the edges. Just in case, you know, that area back here did look like a little door. You can kind of see it down there at the, like the bottom center of the screen, kind of. But again, I don't see anywhere we can walk off the ledge, so I guess we'll take the teleporter and go from there. So somehow the level continues.
Wow. We are down to the final trial, and I must say, I am very excited for this one. It is the trial of values, and I urge you to be honest here. Although, if you aren't, that will be good data for my research too. So, either way works. Do you seek the power that comes from wealth? Or from knowledge?
Okay. So again, we're just sticking to the left path here for the sake of keeping the replay simple. I'd actually suggest that for anyone, because I'm thinking that we're not going to have 2 hats and 3 treasure chests in here as well as a legendary treasure and whatnot, meaning you probably have to play this one twice. And again, barring some crazy deal, although there is a hat box behind that one. Let's check this one. That looks like it could be a hat box, but it's not like floating. It might actually be money. So I guess there's money over there, cash, maybe a lot, and then a hat here. So anyway, this is a path I would pick in real life, or even in the game, you know, if I wasn't just going through it. So definitely knowledge over money. Knowledge can actually make you money, and money corrupts, you know. Fittingly, it's a freaking bowling pin hat. I thought it, you know, this would be like a really good place to have the scholar hat that we saw, I think, from Chaos's castle. That said, this is a pretty awesome stat hat. Plus 10 critical hit, plus 10 armor. But again, you know, maybe have it at the Chaos's pool area. I think that's where the scholarly one was, somewhere near there. And then you know, maybe put the scholar hat here since it's about knowledge. I don't know. Minor things, really irrelevant, but I think she would look like a crazy person with a bowling pin hat. So we'll just take this.
Completed my trials.
Oh.
Can you believe it? I have learned so much from you, and in exchange for your help in this matter, I will return you to your ship. Give Flynn the coordinates for a shortcut to the lost city of Arcus, and give you guys a little present that will allow you access to the lost city. Just my way of saying thanks. Magically, all of this is waiting for you back at the Dread Yacht. But feel free to return anytime, Skylander. My many doors are always open.
Okay, so this is kind of what I was expecting. Luckily we didn't, well, okay, now we'll go back. Passed the Oracle's trials, didn't lose any lives, didn't get the enemy goal. That may be one where you have to pick the enemy area, I don't really know, but this could either be really simple or it could be complicated. I'm not sure. We'll find out when we play through and take the right path every time. Still need the legendary treasure, 1 hat, 3 treasure chests. That kind of concerns me. I thought everything would be split down the middle. Since we got the soul gem and the winged sapphire, it's kind of safe to assume that we should have either the legendary, the story scroll, and the Luckatron. You know, 2 of those 3. Should have one hat. I don't know. I kind of thought it would all be split. I guess there's what, 1, 2, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 items, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'd be 7. It's a bit disproportionate. Again, what I am hoping is that you play the left side and you play the right side in some combination. You know, like say you took the wealth door this time, and then the next time you take the other one. But I'm hoping we don't have to like come in and weave through them all to like say get the 50 enemies, but we'll, I guess, figure it out eventually. So, we'll see what happens here. Clear the ship, pick up some cash, and then I'll just come right back into chapter 13.
Whoa! I don't know what you did up there, but it must have been good. Look! It just appeared here a minute ago.
Plus, the Oracle gave us directions to Arcus. If we take this Archean copter, we should be able to sneak right in.
Yeah, things are looking up for the good guys here. You just come see me when you're ready for a little ride in a chopper.
Okay, obviously, okay, right there's gonna be should be a 25 gem force. Yeah. Again, I can't stress this enough. Pretty much any opportunity you have to clear the ship, collect treasure, I would do it. Particularly that giant gem, back here. We'll get in a minute. Just money is kind of hard to come by in this one. So, I mean, if you have the chance to pick up, an easy, I don't know, like 280, 300 or something, just do it, because then you're going to be able to upgrade sooner. So, I guess we'll come in here, just kind of clear the ship, make sure, no winged sapphires appeared or anything crazy. It doesn't look like they did, so I'll come up. I won't mess with Callie's room. I've yet to see anything in there. I said there could be. If that's the case, we'll highlight it later. So. And again, sometimes like these will be bulging with steam or something, so keep that in mind. We'll come up here just in the event. I don't think we'll have another winged sapphire or anything crazy. Obviously, the main thing you want to do, even if you don't break all the barrels, is just grab that. It's now up to 260. It seems to increase in value every once in a while. So, like I said, it's just probably smart to do that. Anyway, we've pretty well cleared everything that I wanted to. I guess we'll check the gun deck just for good measure. And they did hide, that winged sapphire over here one time. So, now that we're back up here, we're gonna come in obviously, and just go back to chapter 13. We'll take the right path on everything this time. I may, to save time, actually skip the talking part since you just saw it. And well, wait, we'll do this and see if he calls Flashwing out. He should, since she's a new Skylander. If I was thinking, I should have stuck Winnebago on or something. Anyway, we'll.
Hermit, and of course, Flashwing.
How do you know our name?
Okay, so skip. And I feel kind of bad about doing that, but on the flip side, it'll save us time if I cut through his recordings every time. So before we head in, I'll kind of recap, where we're at, what we need. Okay, so it actually does reset the enemy goal, which again, like I said, that may mean you have to come in and choose left, right, left, and basically focus in on the enemy areas. I don't know for sure yet. We need the legendary treasure. 1 hat, 3 treasure chests, a story scroll, and the Luckatron wheel. So we're disproportionately backlogged on what we need, but we're taking on the Chompy challenge this time. So, we'll see what element it is, and I'll probably. Okay. Sounds like Chompy bots. I'm not quite sure, but I guess I'll use Shroom Boom. Tree Rex I attempted to, but... Okay, let's talk to him while he's here before we get shot or something.
To complete this test, you simply have to defeat all of the Chompies. No problem, right?
Okay, so main thing we want to do is explore and look for things. Didn't realize that was a slope. This could be a deal where maybe you should just like let that one of these things like shoot out a crud ton of chompies and you know, just get the enemy goal that way. You could probably do the same thing now that I think about it, like that lair, the spider part. I wonder if a giant could pick that boulder up, but it looks like this is a hill, so I guess we can like come back to it. That's probably going to be how you want to get the enemy goal. I know there's probably going to be, you know, paths and other challenges and ambushes this way on the right side. We'll kind of explore and see what happens. There's a Luckatron wheel back there. I think it is. Try to get to that. Let me just go do that. I'll let these guys have some time to blow chompies out. Like I said, hopefully that will work in our favor. Now my voice is already kind of starting to cut out, and the headset's full. There we go. That's the magic drop down. Found a lucky wheel of wealth. Activating the Luckatron to increase the chance to find treasures. So, with that out of the way, we'll come up here. I'm actually going to let him shoot. Let's check our enemy stats. 15 to 50. Well, none of those made it. Let me try to get somewhere he can shoot at us. Keep him on board, you know, like on the island. So we should be at 18 now, assuming it counts. And we are, so I think that'll be the way we get the enemy goal. Let's just do that. I'm going to come down here and look at a few. And basically, once I get... Oh, those were freezers. Okay. I just thought they were pale. I wasn't thinking of ice for some reason. Like I said, I do record all this stuff. I mean, you could easily get through this thing really fast. By getting the enemy goal out of the way now, we won't have to do it later. So look at it that way. He's trying to move something. I didn't think we hit that. I didn't want to kill the spawn. Does that even do anything if you... Okay, it does. Or that might have just been the red shot. So we get like 3 at a time, it seems like. So I guess we will very slowly head towards that. But let me come down here to see if we can get some of these ice ones too. Spawners are some amazing. Okay, let's check now. Okay, so 60, I should have checked already. Oh. Anyway, 6750, we got our enemy goal, so we'll just quit dilly-dallying around now and kind of take care of everything else. That said, I will walk the edges just in case, you know. That'll be, if we could get everything the first time through, that would obviously make it a lot easier later on down the road. So I feel like we've done everything here, since we can't drop off from that vantage point. So we'll back out and continue on our way. Again, I'm just in the event of storage scrolls ever like deposited there, I'm going to do that every time. And again, I am going to skip what he says just to save a little bit of time. It's essentially going to be the same as what he said last time, I hope. You know, last time we did the trial of the big fish. This time we're going to be the little fish in the big pond, and we'll see what happens.
Skylanders of the air element are stronger in this zone.
Okay, we'll pull Shroom Boom and hopefully be able to go back here to our regular jetpack. Really, my throat's starting to lock down a little bit. On the plus side, you know, I'm better off doing this than actually going to bed. That's when things start going downhill, is when you lay flat. So, seems to be the same room. Yeah, it's funny that those can like fall and do nothing to you. I specifically tried to get hit again and I guess there's really no point in me doing that, but it's just again, the main thing, though, I guess the real reason for doing it is just in case there's like a, you know, treasure chest or something crazy. So, I don't know how we didn't see that right off the bat, but anyway, maybe it's not there. We have to kill it. I don't know. It was probably there. Nonetheless, we got it. The Archeans before dressers.
Great pride in their complex system of using light beams to pull platforms around, and this was once the preferred method of storing valuables. That was until they invented the dresser. It is quite possible, though, that some purists left a special item or two out on those platforms, and that is where they remain to this very day.
Okay, so again, kind of seems like that should have been positioned elsewhere. We'll talk to him. I think he's just going to tell us not to get crushed.
Skylander, all you have to do is run through those giant crushers. The only hard part is not getting crushed.
Okay. Have to also say, I think I forgot to mention it, but there when we first talked to him at the start of the chapter, he kind of seemed to have like the same rhythm of Drillex's big rig, a little more subdued, you know. Can you stand right there and not get crushed? You can. Okay. I think later on they're all sandwiched together, so that wouldn't be an option. Actually, this one seems to have a gap too. Well, that makes this really easy if you can just do that. But like I said, I do think that some of those last ones were most didn't have a gap at all. So. Jetpack seems slower to me for some reason. I mean, this is the one that's done a bunch of the heroics. That's what's kind of weird about that. Anyway, worry about that later, I guess. You know what? This one has the gap too. This will. Could have sworn the other ones didn't. I don't know. Maybe that's because we were the big fish in the little pond or something. Well, I forgot those were de-riveters. I definitely suggest you take those out first. They have really good range. And you have to remember, if Jetpack was upgraded any, much quicker working these days. He's about to hit level 12, so maybe this one. No, it's got the gaps too. Can you go around them? Okay, no. I thought maybe since we're the little fish in the big pond, you could. I'll have to take a look at that or just do it again, but wait, I want to make sure there's nothing hidden anywhere. I really don't think we had these gaps when we were the big fish in the little pond. I mean, it makes things tons easier, so. You still can't go around them, so I guess they couldn't really hide anything. Let's see if you can. No, you can't even walk over that ridge for some reason. That's a big teleport too. Sweet, we just got Chowhound. New hat unlocked, the bronze top.
Well, the sky's the limit.
It's kind of cool. Let's see if we can take a look at these. No, they still don't elaborate on them, but probably here, I guess it was Chowhound. I think eat 50 pieces of food. Monster Masher, who's probably killed 1,000 enemies. And then I'm not quite sure what the third one would have been off the top of my head. Maybe completing a heroic challenge without damage or something. I don't really know. Let's see. Okay, so these will be the three. You can see bronze, silver, and gold. +5 critical hit, +5 armor, +2 speed. So nothing too crazy. I mean, I think the one he's got on is way superior to that. Yeah, he's got this one +10 critical hit, +10 elemental. Nonetheless, cool we finally actually did that. He's the first Skylander of mine to get that taken care of. So.
Very interesting. This is
I'm trying to see, we're at 27. I'm gonna skip that. I think I'll probably end this here and then we'll record it again. I mean, pick up where we left off here. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't remember these two.
very interesting.
We
This
can't make.
is
I
very
guess we can't.
valuable information to me, Skylander. Hope you're having fun too. Next is the trial of valor. Here is where you must make a difficult choice. Would you rather save the princess or catch the bad guy?
Okay, so this is a totally different. We didn't even have this as an option last time. I guess maybe they do that, which would mean that you potentially have to come to this part of the level on both the left and the right path and then choose the other. I think this is the one where you had to master fire or water. If that's the case, you'll have to replay this level 4 times to access everything. But I'm going to pause it here because we're actually almost at 30 minutes. We'll come in here, I'll stick to my guns, and we'll just keep doing the left side, and then we'll see if we normalize, get back to what we've already done, and then if that's the case, we'll just have to come in to this point in the level on both sides, and we'll have to do fire, water, princess, bad guy, basically. So I was afraid it might be somewhat more complex than it seemed. That looks to be the case, sadly. But anyway, it is what it is. We'll make the most of it. So questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube. However, the blog is your bet for a much quicker response. oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back for part 68 as we continue here in Chapter 13, The Oracle.